back in September. The Bears lost a thriller in their previous matchup against the Packers. Can Green Bay sweep the series?
No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore. That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
This is Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Here's Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 14.
And the Bears are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Off the option, here's Montgomery.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Back to throw, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Fields on target to Mooney. First down, Chicago.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 12. From the gun, here's Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll run with Montgomery. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal. And they sent that play backwards.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They try again with Montgomery. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal will be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Fields now to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Za'Darius Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on it before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. Just not enough time to throw the football.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend.
And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Well, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take...
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Azeez Ojulari.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. Fields tapping it forward. Jet sweep. Gets around him. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's Fields. Powell on the catch. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, Fields. He finds Robinson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Read option, here's Montgomery. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. And off comes to Montgomery. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And this incomplete. Oh, my. He might have been celebrating in the end zone if he'd held on. Nearly picked, but instead, it'll bring up 4th down. Off the option, here's Montgomery. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Fields. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Running for it, Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations, 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down, all right? This is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Fields going to hold on to it. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Rodgers. Open man, Amari Rodgers complete. Well, there you go, Rodgers to Rodgers. First down, Packers. Now a first down carry by Jones. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
Well, these 2 teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers. That is caught by Rodgers. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. From the 31, Fields. Robinson's got it. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Rodgers. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Over the middle, and that's caught by Rodgers. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And in the second quarter, it's the Vikings who are out on top. Justin Jefferson, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll head to Washington to check out the football team at home at FedEx Field. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks seem to be on the...
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, here's Fields. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. 3rd and long, it's Fields. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. Now their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. Second down, another shot for Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Rodgers brings it in. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the first down. Brings up 2nd.
On play action. Now Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Runs through the contact. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Complete at the 1. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now a give running right is Montgomery. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. It bails back a little bit of apology.
off as he'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Chicago. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Aaron Rodgers, we focus on him for our players spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
And he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Working with his 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Got a man able to find Rodgers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On play action, Rodgers. Looking for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Rodgers. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. On first down, it's Jones. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. The Packers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. A check down here to Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And his kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
So that one will be accepted. Here's Fields. Man open is Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Read option, here's Montgomery. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football. So that play, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. Following the fumble recovery, Rodgers caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They should have gotten more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rodgers. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The give is to Jones. Oh, nice move. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Got it complete to Rodgers. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. A give to Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Joey Slye in for the field goal on 24 yards.
And his kick is good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now it's 2nd and 9. Fields now to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Kenny Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 4th down and 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, here we go on 4th down, Fields. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Jones will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Now Joey Slye for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And a big one loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We've been on this league for a while. Many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And that'll be incomplete. The Bears on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 4. Now it's Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taylor now to return it. And another juke. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. It was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Packers, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans.